Alright, welcome back guys. So today in this video I'm going to tell you all about the new T03 that is launched in Season 4. Now this is the basic default build that you get in the market. Arena Breakout hasn't given us much option to change stuff in T03. Like the stock over here is set as default. We cannot change it up. Neither can we change the pistol grip to increase the ergonomics and the hipfire stability score for that. But the things that we can change is the handguard, the muzzle, and the magazine. Also, we can add a base onto this to attach a scope onto it. Okay, now the default build over here, as you can see, the stats over here are 77 for the vertical recoil, 37 for the horizontal recoil. Ergonomics is set to 57 and fire stability is at 72. Now, moving on to the muzzles over here. You can change the muzzle depending on which one you want to go with. There are three options that are given over here. Now we add up the muzzle to increase the vertical and horizontal recoil and to increase the ergonomics over here. Now there's 303's default muzzle that is given to us. It increases the vertical recoil from 77 to 83 and the horizontal recoil increases to 46. But the bad part is, or the down factor is, it costs around like 16,000 coins, guys. Now, a player which is low on money would obviously think a lot or think multiple times when spending 16,000 coins on just a muzzle for this particular gun. Better thing is that you can choose T0951's muzzle, that is the second in the category. It gives us approximately the same results with the vertical and horizontal recoil. And the good part is it costs around like just 5,000 coins. So that's a good thing that you can go with. Other than that, players who usually choose up with the muzzle can also select the muzzle over here. The muzzle increases the vertical recoil to 80 and horizontal recoil to 43. So it's just like MP5, like when we attach a good muzzle suppressor onto it, it increases the vertical and horizontal recoil. If we check up the price, it costs around like 9,000 for the muzzle. It depends on the player. If you can afford the muzzle, you can go for it. If you can afford the T03's own muzzle, you can go for that as well. But if you're low on coins, or if you're a player who works on budget, then you can use a T951's muzzle. Okay, depends on you. Now, if you want to increase the vertical and horizontal recoil further, we can change the handguards over here. So this is a default handguard that is given to us. We can choose a T03's rail one. Now it opens up a lot of options for us, like obviously choosing the tactical sights and then the front grips. Now there are multiple front grips that are given, just like the front grips we attach on different guns. I usually go with the triangular one because the triangular one increases and gives a drastic change on the stats, like the vertical recoil rise up to 85, a 50 for the horizontal recoil, and there's a big impact on the ergonomics as well. So that's a good thing with the triangular one. It costs around like approximately 7,000. Okay, that depends on you if you can purchase that. Tilt one gives the same results with this. Good part is that the horizontal recoil is in a much better control with this one, but it costs around like 11,000 coins. Depends, if you can go with that. That's the whole thing with that. I usually go with the triangular one, so that's what I'm going to choose. And let's total it up, guys. It is giving up to 27,000 coins. Okay, that's the whole thing with that. If you want to go and purchase this up, this is a good build that you can take up and to increase and make the gun much more stable. But if you want to go with just the default one, we can try that as well. So let's choose this up and total up the price. So it has decreased to 25,000. Okay. Now let's add one thing over here, that is a scope. So I'm gonna be testing this gun with the 4x scope and then the red dot sights. That can be anything like the SRD is, the cross like the tri-reflex, and yeah, I'm gonna test it up with these two scopes in the shooting range. So let's go over there. Okay, so we're at the shooting range, guys. Now let's test the 4x scope on the new T03 gun. So let's go. So I'm going to be choosing this particular distance and let's shoot. Okay, fix at one spot, guys. That was quite impressive. Now let's try it up on these dummies over here. So let's choose it. Quite impressive, guys. Let's try it again. The bad thing is that I'm just using the 30 round magazine. If you choose a 75 round one, it's gonna give you much more rounds for you to shoot. That's the whole thing with that. And we're gonna take the video long further, discussing about the magazines over here, because it's quite tricky using the 75 round magazine with this one, and the players need to know the complex thing about that. So let's first try it up with the red dot sight over here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all the details about the magazines. So let's go. Alright, now let's test it out with the red dot sight. I'm using a dry reflex over here, so I'm gonna position my scope right over here and shoot this thing up. Okay, good firing rate, guys. It's fixed at one spot. At 84 vertical recoil with this particular scope, you're gonna get amazing results. Yep, amazing results fixed at 1 point. But that's the whole scope review with this particular gun, guys. Showed you with the 4x scope and with the red dot sight. Okay, so now let's move on towards the magazine and chest rigs that I want to give you the information about. Let's go, guys. Now, as I told you, Arena Breakout has given us two magazines with the T03 gun. One is a 30 round magazine, another is a 75 round magazine. Now, here comes the tricky part in choosing the magazine and then the chest rig. Like, if you're using the 30 round magazine, when you change the magazine over here, and you be using the wrap simple, a single slot chest rig. Obviously, the 30 round magazine, when you change it up, the other magazine is going to fall off or drop off in the chest rig in the single compartment. But what happens if you use the 75 round magazine? Let's test it up. When you use a 75 round magazine over here and you change the magazine over here, like you reload the gun, you can see that the magazine did not fall in the chest rig because this is only a single compartment chest rig. The magazine, as you can see, has fallen onto the floor. So that's the whole thing with that. Now, what is the solution to this? The solution to this is choosing a chest rig that has a 4 square compartment in that. Okay, like for example, the Hunter chest rig, the FA Malt, let's test it out with the Hunter chest rig. Now when I'm wearing the Hunter chest rig, as you can see, there's a 4 slot compartment over here. Okay, so my 75 round magazine can easily fit into this. Like for example, if I reload this gun, 30 round magazine has been fitted into the gun and 75 round magazine has fallen safely into my chest rig and not on the floor. But that is the whole thing behind that. Now, if you're using the T03 with the 75 round magazine, it is much more advisable and obviously logical that you use a chest rig that has 4 slot compartment. Like for example, the FA Malt, the 926 Hunter. These are the best chest rig that you can use while using the 75 round magazine. This is the whole tricky thing behind the T03 and T951 as well. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed and you found the video helpful and informative, guys. If you did, do share and subscribe the video. Also drop down your suggestions in the comment section. I'm gonna follow up on that and make videos on that. Okay, till then, thank you so much for your support, guys. Best of luck for your race ahead. Bye bye.